viewers, Crystal here with Blue Cactus Dairy Goats, and it has been week 2 of breeding. We got all of the goats bred except for one stubborn holdout, and as well, Everest has really been loving on his ladies and peeing on his face a lot. So he happens to have urine scald, so we'll show you what that's about. So since I have to get in and handle Everest anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and just jump in the pens and say hi to the ladies, because in a lot of cases they don't come up to the fence and let me say hi, and I always miss my girls during breeding, but just simply because the bucks try to keep them away from the fence and protect their ladies. So we're up here in Champ's pen, who all of the girls have been bred, but I do have a couple different dates. So Champ, as you guys know, is my nighttime breeder. I have never, not once in the 4 years of breeding, of his breeding, ever seen him actually do the deed with a doe. So it's actually kind of weird compared to all the rest of the does. He's a special boy. And I'm not sure why Cammie's not coming and saying hi. So let's go see Cammie. Oh, Cammie, are you mad at me? How are you holding out? Hey, Cammie. Cammie, you come here. I love you, I know. Well, at least Aveline's not mad at me. Oh, look, he's gonna come out and see. Let's see how he acts. Can you say hi? I can't believe you're out. Can I pet you? Champ. Champ. Well, at least I got to love on a couple of them, but Little Bit and Roxy, they're not gonna come out. So up here, Fluffy Little Ledge has been doing really, really good. He really has taken a liking to peeing on himself a lot. Look how fluffy he is. Look. He got a little wanting to be buttheady. So he's got both of his girls bred in here. He's kind of taken on, as I was saying in the last video, the sweet buck of the herd now. I don't imagine that will last forever by any means. But he's doing a good job in his pen. And he's just the cutest thing. I can't believe how fluffy he is. Huh. With his bangs. He's not acting as mad at me anymore as he was, so that's good. Anytime you have to handle this boy, shots, hoof trims, copper, that was the last thing I had to do with him. He does not like it, and he'll kind of hold a grudge for a while, so he's getting over it, I think. So Becky and Val, of course, are just hiding like they do. They're not going to come out and say hi to us or anything. Again, both of them are bred, but as far as progress, you know, we split up the crazies, hoping to make some progress, just at least they're not so cliquey as the whole group. These two, I wouldn't say there's a lot of progress with them, but they are at least not running in as often. Of course, I'm in the pen, so they're not going to come out here, but they will come out during feeding time and let me walk by without running back in, rather than just kind of backing up a little to see what I'm going to do. So I don't know if you call that progress. It's something, but not a whole lot of progress. So this is my baby pen. I love all of these. You know, Vader was my little buddy. I just love this guy. And of course these two, who I'm super excited about, Dreamer and Maybelline, and they have been missing me. I always come and say hi to them because they're very happy to come up to the fence and say hi, but you've been being a good boy, huh? He is a buck, this boy. He did not take any time to learn how to be a buck, so very cool about that. He might be little, but you are not to be underestimated, are you, mister? And he's still my buddy. He just stinks really bad. But he's got both of his ladies bred, so also very exciting. He has found an interest in these ladies over here on both sides of the fence, and he's got mass hops. So we had these up, you know, so that they could get on top. I didn't feel comfortable with it. He was on top a lot, and just showing so much interest in both sides of the other fence. I wanted to get them down. So we put those down so that he can't get up there anymore. Because again, we've seen him and he's got mass hops. I don't want him jumping over and having mixed breeding, accidental breeding, or anything like that. So we had to take him down because you're crazy, huh? All right, well, happy to get to love up on this pen here today. And we're gonna move on to the next. You gonna let me in here, mister? All right, as crazy as he's been, I'm a little nervous. You still a sweet boy? Yeah, you're not being bad. Hi, Lily. Hi. Don't spit on me. Don't spit and pee on me. Hi, girls. How you doing? How you doing? Hi. Cassie. These three are my babies, too. Maddie and May, of course, aren't going to come out from hiding either. But these three will. They'll let me say hi. Hi, Cassie. Hi. And Everest, you're letting me say hi. I thought he'd be a little more aggressive with me being in here, but let me say hi. You can sniff her bum later. So, a little kitten just snuck in here, which is not a safe place for it. They kind of like to roam, these ones. They're really, really roamers. I'm gonna try to get it out of here. It's common for cats to just kind of come up on our land and we don't know where they're from. We don't know if they're getting dropped off, but they wander into our yard and tend to stay. One of the pregnant mamas wandered into the yard, however that may be, and she stayed. We didn't know she was pregnant until she had kittens, but here we are. We got 3 kittens now. Hey, buddy. If you guys can see, if you'll let me hold him for a second. Lily, now you're back. Come here. Yeah. On the side of his face here, which is his favorite spot to pee, you can see he's getting a little bit scabby and his hair's falling out. And he's not, of course, letting me do that, but come here, buddy. How much pee, come here, is actually caked to his face. It's urine scald. Urine scald, just simply, it's too much pee on his face. It's his favorite spot to pee. Where most of the other bucks, they'll kind of on their chest, they might get urine scald on the back of their legs, but it's the same thing. It's literally so much urine and it's burning their skin. It can cause scabs and hair loss. So what I'm gonna do is just try to get a rag and some water and get some of the excess urine off of his face. It's not gonna stop. He's gonna continue to pee all over himself, but this is what you do. You just try to get some of the excess urine off. And I'll just keep an eye, because if it gets too bad, I might have to just put a little, dab some blue coat or something to protect that skin from him peeing on it. So this should be fun. I'm gonna try to get his face clean. I gotta hurry. Let me get, oh, this is gonna be hard, huh? Let me just get it. That is some thick urine, boy. You're being good for a buck. Not too worried about the beard here, just the mouth area and his nose. May as well get that other side. He doesn't pee on this side too much. I can't believe he's letting me do this so good. That better? I think so. Thank you. All right. Okay, so again, he's not going to quit doing that until we separate them around December 1st, when all of the does are bred but I'll just keep an eye and I'll keep cleaning it and so forth. Oh, I'm getting too old for this. We have all of the pens so tightly wound closed that so there's no breakouts. So I have to climb in. Hi, Lucky. He's probably gonna be all over me, and I'm betting his does, well, at least Sky and Elsa, who would let me pet them originally, probably will steer clear just because Lucky's gonna be like, "Whoa." So let's see how this goes. You gotta move, really. Come on. You're gonna make me jump on you. Look out. Okay. See? Elsa would let me pet her if Lucky wasn't in here. Lucky, you want pets? You want me to pet you? That's exactly what you wanted, me in here with your ladies, huh? So here's the two crazy girls. We got Whoa Nelly and we got Ruby. Ruby is the holdout. She is the one who has not yet been bred or gone into heat. And I know darn well Lucky is the buck to make sure it happens. But we're still waiting on Ruby. Everybody else is bred. How you doing? You having fun hanging out with your ladies? Oh no! Humans! Oh, you miss me too? Did you miss me too? You make me smell. You're a good boy. You're a good boy. Gotta love the luck buck. All right. Let's see if Elsa and Sky will let me say hello. She wants away from luck buck. She's not gonna let me pet her. Will you let me say hi, Elsa? Can I say hi? Come here, baby. She thinks Lucky won't let me. No, I can't even say hi. Please? Hi. Nope, okay. Well, that's how it's going in this pen. Seems Lucky has it under control. His ladies know better. And just one more doe in here to get bred, so at least Lucky let me love on him. So last is Merle's pen. He has been doing a really good job. He's got all his ladies bred, and sweet Miss Lodi is by far his favorite lady. So he's gonna make it a little hard for me as far as due dates are concerned. So I write all the dates down, no matter, however, whenever I see it. But there was one time she actually was seeming a little interested in him. So that's the date I'm mainly leaning towards. But other than that, he's doing a really good job in here with his ladies. As well, they are all really, really loving the A-frame now. So they're kind of all over it. And this guy too, he likes to get on top of it. He thinks he's king of the castle now, and he probably smells all the other bucks pee. It's a little dangerous, he might pee on me. You smell it? Yeah? Can I pet you? How you doing, boy? You're happy in here with your ladies, huh? He's allowed on the fence in this pen, where he's not penned up with Lucky. Ain't that right? All his other girls are hiding, so of course we got the two crazies, Nova and Tansy, and the third crazy, our original crazy, Dawn, who seems to be a lot more crazy now that we brought them into the herd, which I really disapprove of. So it's kind of one of those things. Dawn was not a bottle baby. If you saw in the other pens, the ones that come up to me really, really easy and they just love on me and things like that, which I love because I love my goats, they were all bottle babies and the rest of them weren't. It's not that they didn't have interaction with us by any means, but they were just dam raised. So you can see the difference in them. But anyway, up here in Merle's pen, he's doing a good job and he loves his Miss Lodi. All right, guys, so in goat news, we goat lovers really, a few days ago, lost an amazing breeder. Sharon Warren with Desert Nanny. It was sudden, it was shocking, and it's just extremely sad. She has been a Nigerian dwarf breeder for many, many years, and she is just amazing. You know, as you guys know, or most of you know, Lacey, our recently retired doe, who was a main foundation doe for us, Lodi's grandma, she is from Desert Nanny breedings, and many, many breeders have foundation does from Desert Nanny. So just a really, really sad day. She will definitely be missed. She was an amazing woman. So in other news, some of you know, and some of you even subscribed to a channel we had created about a year back called Goat Vlog. So we quit posting things just simply because of the whole age restrictions and the child content, things like that. So we didn't want to put a lot of extra time into that channel the way it was headed, just simply because it probably would never get monetized. So we have decided to change that channel name to Blue Cactus Adventures. You know, we show some of our adventures with Derek and the kids and so forth on our channel, but we decided to change that channel to solely fit that kind of stuff. So it's going to be adventures of us going around in the mountains and exploring in creeks and all the cool things that we do off of the ranch. So it'll be with Derek and the kids and I when I get to come along. So go ahead and go over to that channel if you guys like. We're probably going to have a video there by the time this one is posted. We're working on it, but we'll have videos coming out on that channel very soon. All right, so now I'm going to hand this over to Derek so he can tell you about the pig pen and show you the progress there. And I'm going to go get cleaned up and shower.
Okay, so here is where the pig pen will be. We got the compost pile. Most of it went to right there. Some of it went to some low spots in the backyard, and we still have a little bit to move. We were running out of daylight. Doesn't that tree look good there? Yeah, absolutely. So if you can see the lines I kicked in the ground there, one goes down that way, and one goes over that way, and it makes a square. It's going to be 30 feet this direction and 25 feet this direction. And we are going to have the option to have a total of 3 different stalls. So 3 different 10 by 25s. So this would be one 10 by 25. Here would be another. And here would be the last one. So the reason for the 3 stalls is to have one spot for the boars and one spot for the sows when they're not being bred. And as well as 2 breeding pens. And then once the piglets come, we'll need the 3rd stall for the little piggies once they're weaned from their mothers. So 3 stalls is what we're hoping is going to work for us right now. I was going to just build something like this going this way. And the reason that they're shorter, you know, and you can't walk under them is just because it's cheaper. But because of all the new patrons, I think that we're going to be able to afford to build this almost correctly. So we're going to build a big shade. It'll probably be at least 6.5 to 7 feet tall off the ground so we can walk under it. We're going to have a metal roof on it so we can collect rainwater and all that's fun. So the shade part of this idea here will be 10 feet wide by 30 feet long. So also with this design, I can let either the boars or the sows out down this lane and hopefully link up with the does so they can go graze and browse. Many of you know we have Kunekune Pigs, and they are a grazing pig, and they really are. I was skeptical in the beginning, but I haven't really seen any rooting damage done from them at all. And I would love to get them out on our pasture, out here eating stuff, but it hasn't rained. So that plan is on hold for now, but I still want to build it with that. Who knows, it might rain next year, and then we'll be able to let them out and get some grass-fed bacon, huh? Now, because the pigs are pigs and they don't sweat, they need a way to cool off. So where they are now over there, I have one of those plastic dog wading pools where they get in and they cool off, and I have to dump it over it about every day. I imagine I'm going to continue to waste that much water on them every day. So I want that water to go to a couple of trees. Now, those plastic ponds will break with time. And before, when we had Muscovy ducks, I had made a couple of cement ponds with drains in the bottom. And that's what I'm going to do for the pigs again. The idea is I can just open the drain and the water drains out and goes to a tree, and then I can close, I can spray out the dirt out through the drain, then close the drain and fill the pond up. And it's really kind of quick and efficient. So that's what I'm going to do. So I probably will end up with 3 ponds in here. That way, when we're at max capacity and we have the three pens up, one with the piglets, one with the sows, and one with the boars in it, they still all have their own water, and I don't have to climb in and dump out the plastic pond and stuff because, like I said, that just keeps breaking them. Now, it's already kind of easy with the slope of the land. I can easily get water over there to that nice tree there. And also, from this top pen, I can probably easily get it around the new compost mountain to that nice mesquite tree. That one won't benefit them very much with shade, but that one definitely will. So I'd like to have something over here, or another tree of sorts over here, and eventually we are going to put a whole row of those trees up this side to provide shade for the goat pens in the morning. Is that hot sun? Even in the morning, it's just really hot here. We've gone back and forth on the fruit trees, apples or pears, and I'll probably just plant mesquites. And the reason for that is once the mesquites are established, they're just going to take off and provide shade, and you don't have to do anything to them. Now with fruit trees, I kind of feel like I'm going to put a decade into them and never get any fruit. That's just how it's going to go. And I'd rather not do it. Now, 30 miles to the west here is the city of Tucson. And there they grow citrus trees really great, but they can't grow apples and pears very well. Now, 30 miles to the east is like the Wilcox Valley and stuff. And they grow all kinds of apples and peaches and all kinds of good stuff, but they can't grow citrus. It's just too cold. We're kind of right in the middle there. It's too cold for citrus, and we're not guaranteed the amount of cold hours to grow apples and peaches. So I kind of feel like I'd just be putting a lot of work in a decade, I really won't have any fruit to show for it. And I won't have shade either. So I would just rather, the shade is what I want. You can see how bright it is here. I mean, I can't even see the camera. We want the shade. Also helping to make this decision is the drought that we've had this year. It's October. It's mid-October. We've had 1.25 inches of rain since March. We should have had closer to 8 to 9 inches of rain. It's still 95 degrees out today. It's unbelievably hot. I planted 10 raspberry bushes this spring, and I planted 10 mulberry trees this summer, of which I have 3 raspberry bushes and 1 mulberry stick with a few green leaves on it, and it probably won't make it either. So again, I want the shade. Definitely, I want the shade. With those ponds, I can always have a flexible drain at the end, so I can move it around from tree to tree, and hopefully get some shade going, because it's a lot of water that we're going to be wasting, and I want to use something for it. And shade is better than nothing. So that's it. We're going to get the rest of this pile here moved today. And hopefully here in the next couple of days, I'll be able to run to town and get the supplies that we need to build this booger. So over the decade of having goats, most of the stuff that I've built, housing and fencing wise, has been out of pallets and recycled materials. So it's just incredibly awesome to think that we can build this new pig shade with metal roofing and rainwater collection system and things like that. And it's all due to you patrons, you guys that signed up. And I just want to say thank you. It's really quite cool, and it makes it really fun. We like giving you that extra content and those sneak peeks and stuff as a way of saying thank you. But again, just really excited about it. Couldn't be any more thankful. Thank you.
Okay, all cleaned up and going to make homemade pizza for Derek and the kids because they're going camping. For the pizza dough, you start with 1 1/3 cups of water at 110 degrees Fahrenheit. Add 2 teaspoons of sugar, then 1 1/2 tablespoons of active dry yeast. Stir the ingredients together and let it sit until foamy, which takes about 5 minutes. Once the yeast is awake, add 2 tablespoons of olive oil, 2 1/2 teaspoons of salt. Give it a stir. Now add 3 1/2 cups of flour. Then stir until a ragged dough forms. Then transfer to a lightly floured surface. kneading dough until completely combined. It takes about 5 minutes. Add 2 teaspoons of olive oil to a bowl and completely coat the dough on all sides. Then cover the bowl with saran wrap and let rise for about 45 minutes until doubled in size. Now that it has doubled in size, you punch it down, knead it slightly, and put on a floured surface, then cut 2 even portions. On a non-greased cookie sheet, you spread the dough out evenly, then poke the dough with a fork so air bubbles don't form. Now for the pizza toppings. I'm making a chicken club pizza, so the pizza sauce is mayonnaise. Don't be scared, guys, it's delicious. Then we add our chicken breast cut into cubes, add some bacon, onion, tomatoes, peppers, if you like spicy, a little basil, some spinach, and lastly some awesome homemade goat milk cheddar cheese. Use as much cheese as you'd like, then put it in the oven at 400 degrees Fahrenheit for about 15 minutes until crust is golden brown. Just like that, guys, delicious homemade pizza for Derek and the kids to enjoy while camping.
Hey everybody, we're back again. We are on another adventure. Supposedly, the road goes right into the creek. Good morning. Apparently I'm in a staring contest with a javelina. Are you guys getting hungry?
Yep.
Alright, so tonight for dinner we have a special home-cooked meal prepared by my wife herself. Homemade pizza.
How's your day? Almost died there. Whoa, 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 whoa. Guys, what you doing with me? Oh, it's deep right here. Oh, it is. Oh, wow. Oh!